like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the high.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the higher gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the TurnBuckle Talk podcast with your host, the Higher Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. So, how y'all doing, y'all? So, watched a little NXT on Tuesday. Watched AEW the other day. Yesterday. Both good shows. Both were leading up to this Saturday and Sunday. Like I said, I'm going to be watching more of WWE this weekend than AEW by choice, because of the fact that one, I'm already paying for it. And the other two, I'm not going to pay $54.99 for a pay-per-view. Just not doing it. Now, whenever AEW gets on a match, we can go from there. You know, we can go from there. But until then, you know, can't be watching these pay-per-views like that for AEW. And it's not an AEW thing. If WWE ever decided to go back to charging us $50-something or $60 for a pay-per-view, I wouldn't be watching the pay-per-view either. Like, I have more time to do other stuff on the weekend then. You know. But here we are. So let me get into some rumors I heard. So I heard that certain people are leaving for retirement, or that's the word on the street. Some of this I can debunk, unless y'all know it's not true. Some of this stuff I can't, because I haven't heard anything that says different about it. So we go from there. One of them was AJ retirement. One of them was AJ retiring, and I can tell you now. Okay. I can tell you now that AJ is not retiring. At least not this year. He's not retiring. And I can confirm that because of the fact that AJ went on a podcast and he gave an age when he wants to retire. So I forgot the age, but it's like two years away from now. So, and I know for a fact that AJ signed a new contract, a new 1-year contract with WWE. Now, whether he finishes this in WWE or he goes to AEW for a year, who knows? Alright, but as of right now, AJ's not going anywhere. Ray's hurt right now. He's injured, but that's another name that came up recently about retirement. Listen, and with him, I gotta see it to believe it. All right, Ray hasn't hinted on retiring no time soon. Like no time soon. Now, you know, he's injured right now. He put a groin, and he had another injury too. So they're just resting him up. Now, what I don't like, since Ray's gone, the only person who's getting the slightest TV time is Dragon Lee. Like he's the only one who's getting the slightest of TV time, but he's jobbing right now. Like the whole other group of LWO not even on TV. Like not even on TV right now. So that is a problem. I would say, you know, because you didn't hire these guys just to be with Ray. Now, does Ray give them a bigger spark? Yes. Now, one of the things I would say about this, I hate that Dragon Lee got paired with LWO in the first place. Like Dragon Lee is way too talented to be placed with the LWO. Now I understand what they tried to do. They tried to give him the push of the I shouldn't say push. They tried to give him the torch. Not even that. The rub. There we go. Pause. They tried to get him the Rey Mysterio rub. Right. Pair and at first it was okay, and then the same thing that happened with Ray Phoenix is happening with Dragon Lee. All right, and I talked about this before with Dragon Lee, and I get back to the list I was talking about guys that might be retiring in a minute, but like they don't. Dragon Lee and Ray Phoenix don't have what Penta has, and it's not skills because both of them are better than him in the ring. Right? Like in my opinion, they don't have that charisma that Penta has to get over with the fans like that. Like they can get over with the fans, but it has to be in the ring. Penta just do his walk, and he'll get over it. Like, and we're not seeing Penta. We're not seeing Dragon Lee and Ray Phoenix in main events. Win or lose, they're not in them. Penta is. Penta was just in a main event on Monday with Seth, which was a great match, by the way. He lost, but he was still in the main event, and he looked good in the main event doing it. You know, so like they just don't have that charisma like he has to get over with the fans. Then I'm saying that as non-biased, but let me say I was a Penta fan before I was a Dragon Lee fan, and I'm a Dragon Lee fan. Right? I was a Penta fan before I was a Ray Phoenix fan, and I like Ray Phoenix. You know, but Penta has the it factor when it comes to personality and getting over with the fans, and he doesn't have to do anything in the ring to get over with the fans. He can be backstage and get over with the fans. He can just walk out and do his interests and be to not do with the fans in that way, right? So but one of the worst things that could have happened is Dragon Lee getting paired with the LWO. I'm glad that they didn't do that with Penta. I'm glad they didn't do that with Ray Phoenix. You know, but now because now Dragon Lee seems lost. And if I'm not mistaken, his contract is coming is expiring pretty soon. I hope they sign him back and they find something for him to do. You know, on that list, R-Truth was on that list too, the retirement list, and I'm gonna I'm gonna say this. Uh, I'm gonna say this. Pretty much. R-Truth came back to WWE with a different name for a reason, right? Like he came back because he came back because like he came back with a different name for a reason. Like, so whenever his career with WWE, he can keep wrestling, and he doesn't need the R-Truth name to do it. He can just keep doing what he's doing and go on from there, right? Um, he like he wants to keep wrestling. So I don't think him I don't think he's gonna retire, right? At least not right now. Like like he got what he wanted. Like the name changed and he got to be uh pushed. Now in this push he's getting, he's not gonna win some of these matches. He wasn't gonna win with John Cena, even though he beat John Cena. Technically he beat John Cena. He got DQ'd. But he beat. Oh no! I'm sorry. John Cena got DQ'd. All right. So technically, he won by DQ. Now, is it gonna go somewhere? Who knows? Because they kind of shift. They kind of shift him away from John Cena, even though he's looking for John Cena. He wants to talk to John Cena. They shift him to Aleister Black. Who are they gonna push? Alright? But Aleister Black either is gonna beat him or something's gonna happen for the match not to finish. But R-Truth is getting shift. Like out of the main event picture into the mid card picture right now. Right? Because and then even after that, he's gonna get shifted again because he's gonna fight Anderson Black, and then they're gonna move Anderson Black to fight Damian Priest. So where does that leave R-Truth then? But again, I don't see him retiring. You know, who else was on that list? Nadia was on that list. Yeah, Nadia was on that list that I seen. And let me say yeah, Natalia was on that list. All right, she's another one I have to see it to believe it because she's been wrestling for so long. And I'm not saying not all wrestlers. I'm not saying that some of these wrestlers are not gonna retire. I just got to see it for myself. You know, she's everywhere right now. Like she's working outside of WWE right now. She's working with WWE right now. She's working on Evolution. On Tuesday more with the young talent and stuff. She was just on NXT, and she's in backstage statement. So like just because we don't see her all the time doesn't mean she's retiring. That's what I'm saying. All right, and then she has a new character. She has a different character that she's playing outside of WWE that's getting over. It's getting over. So I wouldn't say she's retiring though. Now the last person on this list is Big E. The only thing I can say about that is I haven't heard it, but I would understand if it happened. Maybe he hasn't got any good news about his neck. Alright? All right, because he's tried stem cells, he's tried all kind of stuff, and his neck is healed, but there's parts of his neck that hasn't healed how it would need to heal for him to wrestle again. You know, I'm sure if there was any kind of way for him to come back, it, it would have happened by now. You know, like, but then again, like certain wrestlers need more time. You know, when they get neck injuries, like Kevin Owens is gonna need more time when he comes back. 18 months is probably when he comes back, right? But even then, Edge, Stone Cold, Orton, or even with Orton had a messed up back, right? It takes him 18 months to come back. Christian, Edge, Chris Benoit, they took them some time to come back. It took Edge 5 years to come back. Paige, you know, it took them some time to come back from these neck injuries. Alright? So Big E broke his neck. It wasn't his neck surgery, like he broke his neck. Alright? So like it just don't take time for him to come back and go from there. You know? But we'll see. Alright, but like I said, I can see him retiring and then coming back later. Now he's not young. Just like Kevin Owens, I can see Kevin Owens coming back, but he's not young. So like he's not gonna be wrestling, like wrestling for a long time because like when you have these neck injuries, careers shift. You know, they shift sometimes, and you gotta go from there. Alright? So, but we'll see what Big E. Like, I see him more in commercials and stuff and doing stuff, for the pre-shows and stuff like that. I don't think he's coming back, like, no time soon. Like, I think Big E is looking at beyond wrestling right now. Like life beyond wrestling right now. Then just think about coming back to wrestling right now. And he is missed. Now, I've never been the biggest Big E fan, but he is missed. He is. We'll see. A match just got announced for Saturday night main event because they only had 3 matches. So a 4th match got added. It's the Solos and defending the United States, which, when I heard the announcement, I didn't hear him say for the title, but I guess it's for the title. Solo will defend his United States title against Jimmy Uso. Solo's not losing. Like, Solo's not losing. Like he just got the belt. He just got the belt. Solo's not losing the belt to Jimmy. Alright, I know some people would love for Jimmy to win the single title so he can say, or not even him, so people can say, okay, well, both brothers did it. Alright, because a lot of people feel like Jimmy should get pushed, and to an extent he should get pushed. Like, he should get pushed, but he's not going to win because now they pushing Solo to an extent. Now, I wouldn't have let Solo got pinned on last Friday. I wouldn't have let that happen if you're pushing him. Don't make him still be a jobber and he got a United States title. Alright? You gotta let him. Nah. I don't have a problem with somebody helping him win all the time. It used to happen with Roman. So it can happen with Solo. Like, he got a group for a reason. Like utilize his group. All right. Don't let them interfere at the end. When the match is already done. Nah. You can still do that. And then we need to sprinkle up these tactics that the bloodline do. Well, at least Solo's bloodline. Right? We need something different here. Alright, you can't just beat up people, and then put them through a table all the time. Alright, we need more different things. Like, it doesn't have and you know I say this about the Empire, Seth Rollins group. Like after a while, we're gonna need more than just Braun Breaker spearing people. All right, and Russell Reed doing the tsunami to people. You know, like creators need to come up with different ways to get guys over. Now, saying that, what the Empire did Monday, all right, was good. I'm just saying sometimes you gotta come up with different stuff. So the bloodline, Solo's bloodline, and they need to come up with something else for them to do. And again, Solo shouldn't lose right now. He shouldn't. He's carrying a belt. Champ should be booked differently from non-champs, non-heels, or heels. You know, right? If they got to cheat to win, so be it. If they group, they gotta help them win, so be it. But let them win. When they lose on a pay-per-view or something, or by DQ. But we don't need them taking pins, right? All right, but like again, Jimmy's not winning. Like Jimmy, it's too soon. Like Jimmy's not going to win right now. Like there's nothing for him to there's nothing for him to be convinced of losing right now. Alright, there's nothing. He shouldn't lose. He shouldn't lose. He shouldn't lose to Jimmy. He shouldn't lose to Jacob. He shouldn't lose to Jay. If that happens, he shouldn't lose to Sam. Solo shouldn't lose right now. Hell, he shouldn't even lose to Roman. You know, because A, Roman doesn't need the United States title, and B, he just shouldn't lose right now. You're pushing him. You're not pushing him to be a jobber with a belt. You're pushing him to be because he has a United States title, and you want to make that title more relevant than it is now. He's on the card, so I think that that's 4 matches. I think that's all they. I mean, you can add something like one more match, so you can have 5 on the card, but because that Goldberg match is not going to go long, like it's not. That Goldberg match is going to go like at least 3 to 4 minutes. Nah, they may make it 6 minutes just to prove a point, but still. So we got Goldberg versus Gunther, LA Knight versus Seth. Who else was in that card? Oh, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, and now you got Solo versus Jimmy. So, okay. I got Solo winning. I got Drew winning. I got who else? I got Solo winning, Drew winning. I got Solo, Drew, Gunther, and Seth. Alright, I got Solo, Drew, Gunther, and Seth winning. That's my winners for the main event on Saturday. The women's thing, I can't tell you who I got winning for that because there's like 7 matches on that card, which is cool. Alright, you know, in the Battle Royale, I think Stephanie's gonna win the Battle Royale. I'm hoping Jordan Grace wins the NXT title, And she should get caught though. But we'll see. We'll see. I have no clue on that one though. No clue. But we'll see. We'll go from there. We'll go from there. But this show's coming on. Like some good stuff coming on. I mean, AEW, what they all in is going to be a good pay per view. There's going to be a shitload of stuff on that. It's starting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which good for them because that means people can go to bed at a good time. Then, you know, the AEW fans, because it starts at 3 and it ends like at 8, 9. So I would know all the results before the night, before the night is done, which is nothing wrong with that, hell, I'm gonna watch some AEW today. I don't know how much I'm gonna watch, but I'm gonna watch some AEW today. I did yesterday. But good weekend coming up. Good weekend coming up of wrestling. Now, I think the E should have put the women's pay per view on last weekend, like it was playing, not this weekend. But we'll see. We'll see how it do. I'm just looking forward to a good weekend. Good weekend. And then we just go from there because of the fact that a lot of wrestling. All right. And then SummerSlam's coming up. Then they gotta go to Paris. And do a pay per view up there too. So it's more wrestling. It's more and more wrestling, and I'm all for it. There was a rumor about WWE buying TNA. At this point, there's no need to do it though. Like they have a partnership with them already. There's no need to buy TNA when you already have a partnership with them. Right? Now, they said there was discussions from TTO about buying TNA. I don't see it happening. At first I did, but there's no need when you can just wait till certain contracts run out and just sign them in. They did it with Jordan Grace. Joe Henry's gonna happen with Joe Hendry. And then whoever else. And then AEW sign free agents from TNA too. They did it with the Walking Weapon. That's about it. They did it with him. Because he didn't want to go to the WWE. Well, money. Like AEW still offers more money than the E does. And if that's what you're looking for, yeah, you're gonna run AEW. Now, have they used him good? Yeah. Now, has he lost more than he's won? Yes. He has. Anybody with a name he's lost to. Anybody who has a lower name than him, he's won. And then he's in a group that he's gonna take some L's if he's not the main guy. And at this point, he's like the third guy. He's like the fourth guy that means something. He's the fourth guy that means something in that group that he's in. So Fletcher's better than Fletcher has a bigger name than him in AEW, right? Takeshita has a bigger name than him in AEW, right? Rainmaker definitely has a bigger name than him in AEW. So he's the fourth best guy in that group. So again, anybody with a bigger name than him, he loses to. He just lost to Adam Cole the other night. All right, so and I'm not knocking him. Hey, yeah, he said he went to a place where he like for his family. So he went for the money, all right? And plus he can keep traveling to Canada and wrestling over there and doing indie stuff that he wants to do. Cause he stopped doing indie stuff, but he's still doing indie stuff, all right? And he's doing it because he's down with starting more. There's nothing wrong with that. That's it. You know, if the goal is still WWE, you go to WWE. If the goal is to make money, as much money as you can, you go to AEW. And that could be the goal. That could be the goal to make money. It could be the goal to go to AEW, and just say I'm young enough to be here, and then still eventually go to WWE eventually, because that happens. That happens too. So you know, like the goal is always what you make it out to be. You know, that don't mean he don't want you. It doesn't mean that he doesn't want you after you already told them no the first time. Unless you make a bigger name for yourself, so that can happen. Like MJF is gonna go to WWE eventually. That's gonna happen. If Adam Cole, Adam Cole may go to WWE, back to WWE eventually. I don't see the other people going back, but I can see Adam Cole going back. You know, who else? Who else I can see? I don't know. Because look, Matt Cardona is always saying he wants to go back. Alright, and that phone call hasn't happened yet. So I don't know if it's gonna happen. Alright, he's getting older, and who knows? But I'm going to end the show with that. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch this weekend. Watch wrestling, whether it's AEW or WWE, NXT, TNA. Like, watch wrestling. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch New Breed. We should have some more shows coming up. And make sure you go watch Rio's new show coming out. A new highlight reel show. First episode was good. But this is the High Gun. Love y'all. God bless. I'm out.